much for coming. I just want to say I've never met you before, but the energy that I got from your Facebook is immense, and I'm just so pleased to be sitting with you now and having this interview.
No problem.
So,
I'm excited.
It seems from your Facebook that you're on this mission. I don't know what it is, like all these posts are coming out, and it's so clear to me that there's some serious humanity mission that you're on. Can you just tell me a little bit about what's going on?
A good 4 or 5 year journey of reading a lot of books, watching thousands and thousands of YouTubes, flying around the world to lectures. Some lectures are like 3 days long. I've had businesses, I've worked for other people, I've been an avionics technician, I've run parties, I've met thousands and thousands of people through the parties, and I'm always conversating with them. And the conversations I have on Facebook with people are lots to do with my parties, which is what I've been doing for the last 6-7 years. But at least half of what I do now on Facebook is speaking to people about life, love, infinity, all the deeper things of life. The passion for being fit and healthy and getting in good shape was always there for me, and that influence was there for me from my dad. It was already installed in me to go on a path of what makes the human machine healthier, fitter, stronger, and everything in that direction. And what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to empower in everything I do, everything I am, even in my businesses, I'm keeping my businesses alive because I'm trying to splice in this and plant seeds in people's heads that would, and create an energy within my events, my parties that I run, of happiness and peak happiness through unity and connection. And to say to people, we needn't fight anymore. We're not against each other. If we all start working together in the direction of good for the planet and for ourselves, we can create a much better planet for every single human that's living on it.
So many people, I understand you, I hear you, a lot of people that listen to this hear you.
Just,
I mean, so
people
many
say it's not possible.
Have the blockages. What do we do about that?
People have got to take responsibility. They've got to realise that they are the god in their world. Nobody rules their life apart from them. Everyone gets influenced massively every single day. But you still control this arm. And you still control this arm. And you still control this leg. And nobody will ever control that. And because you control your internal universe, that makes you a god in your world, and you can create whatever reality you want to. And I promise myself I will do the most incredible, exciting things I can possibly think of every single day. And that's what everybody should be doing, because that's everyone's destiny. And that's why we've got sent to this planet, to have an amazing time and to learn and to grow and expand as the universe expands. People even say I don't like my life. And I'm like, you don't like your life, you're doing something seriously wrong with how lucky you are to be living in this magical machine on this planet that is absolutely unbelievable, with the free will to do what you want at any given time. If you don't like your life, change it. Whatever it is you don't like about your life, stop doing that and replace that with something that you've always wanted to do that really, really excites you. I think that will be amazing. And that people would stop getting money orientated and job orientated and doing the things that they think they've got to do, and start getting passion orientated. When people follow their passions and what excites them the most, we'll see some skills on this planet that we haven't even got yet. Only a few people are coming through with things like this on every level.
What are the people you're talking about? Who? Give me an example of what kind of people you've come across that you're seeing a clear shift from them.
I'd actually say most people I know or speak to now are starting to think on this level, whereas when I was talking about this a few years ago, some people still think I'm bonkers. Even my parents, till recent times, have said, like, you lived in too much of a perfect world. And my reply to that is, I want to live in a perfect world, so why not live in a perfect world? Create what you think's a perfect world in your own reality. I think
I want
too much.
people to understand what your life is like now, what day in your life is, basic things, basic practices. Obviously, to be the superhuman, you're doing certain things. So can you just list out a few things that people obviously going to pick up on it and think maybe they can try these things out?
The reality I've chosen to create is, I want to create the most incredible reality I possibly can for myself and for the whole planet. So what I've consciously decided to do is become the most incredible, positive, loving, healthy human I can every single day. What I've done to empower that is research heavily into what health is, how to be healthy. And that in itself is one thing that people can implement in their life instantly. Eat more healthy, be more loving. That has such a huge, massive, positive impact almost instantly in everything they do. they'll look better, they'll feel more confident, their skin will get better, their eyes will get clear, their hair will get better, they'll sleep better, they'll wake up better, they'll daydream more, you can focus on things better. Just everything goes to a whole new level, and because the infinite, the potential in that is also infinite, it just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
I've been eating what I class as healthy, which also, when I researched what healthy was, it also synchronized, coincided with other research I was doing about we've got to start loving the planet again, because we are connected to the planet and we are the planet. And
well, that food matters thing you showed me was
food
amazing.
matters is
when
one
the
of the
person goes, the way we interact with our planet now, agriculturally, that's the majority, right?
That's how we communicate with the planet.
People start wanting
healthier
organic,
things.
healthy,
We'll grow more
then
flowers and more plants and more
exactly.
trees. Create more.
And that's down to us, the consumer, of what we want. They will do what we want.
Exactly. Well, we've got the power. Although people say, "Oh yeah," but the people that are in power, there's only like
And we've got the power.
we're billions and billions and
Yes,
billions. We're the
yes.
people at the top that are putting
Yes.
making this a prison
It's only
planet.
because we remain in that perception that they've created, and we choose to remain in it. But people like
Because
us now,
because people can't think outside the box,
No,
because they're not
no.
eating healthy and they're not loving themselves, and
Absolutely.
the vibration is so low because they're eating such unhealthy things and
Yeah.
poisoning themselves. And
absolutely.
most people are just doing a job they don't like, coming in tired at the night time, eating something that's really unhealthy, a microwave meal,
Yeah.
sitting in front of the TV knackered, watching just constantly, and then
Yeah.
they'll go out the weekend and get absolutely smashed at the weekend, hungover on the Sunday, back to work on Monday,
Yeah.
and that's poisonous to your body on a physical, metaphysical, mental,
Yeah.
every level. It's
Yeah.
bringing, and that's part of the tactics to make a zombie nation. Just do the things that excite you the most. Do everything in the direction of positivity, love, health, and your life will start changing in a most magnificent way, because the universe supports that.
So talk about the food. Talk about. I know when we came in here, you said immediately, "I've got my own water. I make my own water." That's quite alien to people. The water industry is massive, monopolised. I knew exactly what you were talking about, but I wouldn't have about a year ago. I mean, I just got back from LA and they're talking about make your own water, and then a scientist is talking about water to me, and I just couldn't believe the things I was hearing.
The amount of tactics that the people who are in power are doing to stay in power to poison humans is unbelievable. It's actually really, really hard to be healthy in this reality, but it's not impossible. But even like the water is got so many chemicals in it. One of the worst being fluoride, which calcifies a part of your brain called the pineal gland.
Yes, that's what.
And if anyone does research in the pineal gland, that's the thing that
That's
connects
the
us to life, to
yes.
love, to infinity, to who we are, and gives us our flair,
Yeah.
and gives us our motivation, and gives us our energy, and gives us everything. That's like, and it's right in the center of the brain, and that's meant to be like a crystal water-like substance. But fluoride calcifies that and makes it a stone, makes it
Yes.
hard, and that's why people are like that. And fluoride's added to most tap water, and it's even getting started added to most bottled water as well, because that just makes people, yes, I'll do this, I'll go to the gym, become a zombie nation again. And then when I went traveling the world, a book came into my life called the Optimum Nutrition Bible, which is by someone called Patrick Holford, and seeing different cultures around the world. And it was one of the only things I hadn't tried. It was a raw organic diet, which slotted in with saying synchronise with Mother Earth, because nature has got all the answers. So I couldn't imagine dropping meat, but I thought, I've experimented and this is what I'm doing with my life. I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. And just really quickly, so many things started changing in my life. Really quick, about the way I could use my machine, the way I was perceiving everything. I just understand things on a different level. Everything, and just everything.
Yes.
And naturally it makes you happier
It does.
for no reason, just to eat healthier.
It's amazing.
Because you're fueling your body the way it needs to be
Yeah.
fueled, with the language it understands, which is
Yeah.
nature, because you are nature. But people have forgot about that. We've got confused, we've been hypnotised, would rather go out and get drunk at the weekend, spend 100 quid on that, or 50 quid on that, or the next pair of shoes, or rather than buy. Number one thing is I'm going to buy and the healthiest foods I possibly can. That's number one priority. And people have just got lost and confused, and so many people are eating unhealthy, and they're not even eating food anymore.
Yeah.
They're eating food-like products
Yeah,
that are sold and
products,
advertised
yeah.
from a young age, and they get addicted to. People are getting away with selling really, really poisonous, hazardous
Yes.
foods just because they can, because they're making billions of pounds for the economy.
So
And now it's got to a point where we've created a zombie nation. Like, people look really, really, really unhealthy. People are really, really unhappy. People are looking really. We've got a massive case of malnutrition because of the humans aren't getting the nurturing, the love, the fuel that the body needs, requires. It's the only language it understands is the language that the earth is growing for us and has been for billions of years from a place of love. It grows the apple because the earth loves you. Mr. Kipling or whoever doesn't love you, doesn't even know who you are. He just wants to make money out of you.
So true.
If you stop again and think deep into what a fruit is, you put a little seed into the ground, you crack that seed open, there's just nothing there apart from white or whatever, there's nothing there, you wouldn't think anything of it. You put it in the ground, and the nurturing it gets from the earth, the love it gets from the earth, and the information it gets from the sun, combined allows that seed to grow from a little nothing dot into a huge, powerful, strong tree that can withstand hurricanes, can withstand floods, is absolutely solid, and in its lifetime will produce thousands of other apples that feed humans, gives oxygen to the planet, keeps us all alive, looks beautiful to look at. That is a miracle. The seed grown into a tree which gives thousands and thousands of apples, and then that in itself grows other trees with thousands. That's a miracle. That is a miracle. That is like, how the hell does whatever it is know how to do that, and how does a seed change into a tree? That's what you want to be fueling your body with, the miracle of life. And I've seen the massive positive impact that it's had on everything in my life that I couldn't have previously have even predicted or guessed. That is, eating healthy is the best supplement by miles.
What's the last thing you would say to wrap up this interview? I mean, if you've got a little chance, a little window for people to just start.
I see so much unhappiness in the UK when I travel and when I speak to people, and people are very confused to what they're doing and why they're doing it. And I'm saying that if we all get onto what I'm talking about, we could create a reality on this planet that is absolutely beyond anybody's dreams, and we'll start realizing that we're part of something much more beautiful and incredible and vast than we have ever imagined at this point. When I look into the deeper things, the more out there things, which the way my research has naturally gone to, because you go to one level and you research all that, and it links to another level and it links to another level. Harnessing love and creating a more loving, peaceful, healthy, happy planet, and creating world peace is just the starting point for a whole different level of being. There's no coincidences that a lot of ancient cultures and a lot of religions, when you look into the depth, the core of what they are, not the lies that have been put on top of them, there's a massive change coming on the planet, and that's because of the energies that we're going through the galactic disc right now, and that's raising people's consciousness. I'd recommend any human, anyone that's listening to this, should look into anything I've talked about today. Even if they disagree with me, look into anything I've talked about today. Put an hour every other day or once a week, hours worth of research on the internet and YouTube into these sort of things, and it'll open a door that they didn't even know existed, which has the potential to change their life on the most beautiful way that they probably can't imagine just yet. It's learn about the truth. It's all about the truth. Love is the key. Love yourself. Love the planet. Love everyone else. Create the most amazing experiences you can for yourself, which is loving yourself, and that's your destiny. And if we all start doing that, something amazing will happen.